Okay.
Hey, I think better for our young brother. And my father is going towards the. All right.
Okay. Hmm? Uh, good. Good afternoon, Amisi.
Good afternoon.
Yes, our intention is not to keep you longer than necessary.
Yeah.
We
No
understand your
I
schedule.
said I'm available.
Beautiful, thank you so much. And congratulations on your maiden speech. How was it, Amisi?
Quite hectic, and
Yeah.
that's why I had to do a preamble. And
Yes.
ours is more of a framework to
Yes.
be able to help
Uh,
both governance in its entirety in the province, not only provincial government. It would include
yeah.
municipalities as well as the footprints of national department,
Yes.
such that we align the synergy. But also, quite importantly, it allows our people to take decisions about their lives, economic decisions,
Yes.
as they hustle, as they struggle to find the means to sustain their lives.
Yes. Beautiful. I mean, so let's start with the industrial parks. We'll try to go to the highlights so that we're saving time. We know that the minister launched two industrial parks in the Free State. That would be in Valcom and Busabel. What is the progress on that, and how are they doing? Are they doing what they are supposed to be doing?
We're having challenges because we don't have money to maintain those industrial parks, and in themselves they are investing in a way, because any investment they will appreciate the rebates, and the most important one is the space, is the building, is factories. But we said, as I said in the speech, that our approach is anchored on three areas, and one of them is to create new money for economy, go look for money, and part of that money that help us to refurbish our industrial parks.
Beautiful. So, what is there synergy, between DESTEA and the local government in that case?
Not at all. Not even DESTEA, the entire provincial government.
Yeah.
Intergovernmental relation, I think, is one mechanism that must still be strengthened.
Yes.
And look, it was good for us to meet Machabe municipality, and we realized that there are many areas of cooperation. But before we can pursue that, we need to deal with the grey areas. And it's a model that is going to succeed. It's cooperation between the province and municipality. We'll be pursuing all municipalities. By the way, yesterday we met with Mukaka. Nothing concrete could come out of it. Precisely what we're saying. There's no synergy. But we appreciate that meeting as a starting point. And we'll take it from there at a higher level to a point of what we have achieved with Machabe.
Beautiful. The second last question, MEC. It's on inclusive growth. You spoke a lot about inclusive growth, and then you know that as the Free State, we are struggling in terms of the transformation of the economy. I'm not sure whether it's stuck or maybe we don't know what is actually happening with regards to transformation of the economy. The private sector is low unto itself. They are not meeting their code, the BEE codes and all of that. Do you have a strategic plan with regards to, because you can only be able to achieve inclusive growth if the economy is transforming. Do you have a plan around that?
Well, I guess our problems are premising from the system that all of us says, let's adopt it and it must work for us.
Yes.
And we now know by experience, practical experience, that there are challenges and weaknesses. But the biggest and the most important question which we must ask, where to from now? What do we do differently? And we said our starting point will be value chain beneficiation.
That's true.
In terms of the private sector. And that's why we said, look, the private sector, we've had a relatively good friendship comparing to other countries in Africa. But we need to leverage on it and say, you have done your social labor plans. We think that you have capacity to elevate the relationship to your procurement. Coke is on board. We're in engagement with Nedbank to say open it up so that you also come on board to help us to deal with the township economy. People who are poor are in our townships, and we have a duty Because remember, the relationship is inverse. The people who makes the multi-conglomerates to be rich is the people through the purchasing power.
That's true.
Now, if you don't create employment, they are likely to experience the same problems that we're experiencing. People won't be able to consume the economic goods. And what will happen? And that's why the Free State economy, the point I made, that for 10 years, our GDP growth has not changed at all. Now, where do you think it's our recourse in terms of job creation? So they've got to come on board and play that particular role.
Definitely, because just hinging on that, you spoke about, I think we're contributing about what, 4.5, 4.9%?
5.0.
Yes, and I know that for a very long time we're contributing around 5%. So do you perhaps, through your inter-stakeholder work that you'll be doing to increase our GDP contribution?
Industrialize and industrialize and industrialize. Convert Free State as a production site, and ensure that in the process, although it's not a an issue of which one comes first, you've got to achieve to transform the economy in a way that you allow the new entrants to also, because look, it's the nature of the multi conglomerate. It's the nature of big capital in Samar that they gravitate towards monopoly. And the moment the economy is monopolized, then the new entrants will never be allowed to access, and participate. There are quick wins also, which as government will derive from, the new entrants, which were characterizing as enterprises, development or SMMEs. The ability to create employment, because they are not at the, space where they would want to maximize big profit beyond their capacity to manage them.
True.
In the meantime, surely they will help us to be able to create the much needed quality jobs from the SMMEs.
Beautiful. Lastly, MEC, is on there was a very beautiful transition today from social sector to economic sector. And we were trying to actually find the link, because in a situation whereby you have a province with a high youth unemployment, you're going to be looking at the role of the social sector to say that what is your role as the social sector. For instance, they have the NDA, they've changed their mandate from focusing on the NGOs to cooperatives, to support your sector, which is the economic sector. What is the synergy between the two? Are you talking about
all of these things, there's an interlinked. Cooperatives cut across. They are undertaking a business activity. Except that we said, for purposes of the demarcation of responsibility, social development, you are much more focused. Because there are also these other things which we want to win, as you say, within drugs,
gender-based violence,
but also help us to upscale the importance of the cooperatives. The concept of cooperatives just started some time ago, but they're unable to operate.
True.
And one of the things that we picked up, some time ago, is that no. I think there's a problem with the conceptualization of the cooperatives, especially from the history. Not everything is bad from the history, but cooperatives could work. Why are they not? And we said, let's cooperate as DESTEA, social, so that all these responsibilities we're able to undertake them at the same time that we take these things of cooperatives at higher levels of operations.
No, thank you so much. And MEC, just in passing, you have a mammoth task in front of you, because remember, we're from COVID. And then I remember during COVID, we were talking about the economic recovery model, for the province. I remember that at some point the department was actually saying their model will be based on value chains, like you are actually saying. And despite, many challenges that we are facing, the economy that is not transforming, we hope, our hope is on you. And then we'll be here to work with you. Thank you so much, MEC.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.